Bulgarian split squats are brutal, but they sure do work. You'll get a huge stretch on your quads, and doing each leg unilaterally can be very helpful for preventing any left to right muscle imbalances. Quads will get more sore doing these than on almost any other exercise, and while soreness isn't a one-to-one predictor of hypertrophy, in this case, I think it is a good indication that you're hitting the right muscle. I'm putting Bulgarian split squats in S tier. Deadlifts do activate the quads, but not nearly as much as squats do. That's not surprising when you look at the side view. As far as the quads are concerned, a deadlift is basically a quarter squat. You'll get a bit more quad involvement if you deadlift with a sumo stance, but they still don't hold a candle to squats for quad growth. They're a much better glute builder, and they're an excellent overall strength builder, but for quadriceps and muscle growth, deadlifts are going in C tier. Step-ups are equally not fun as Bulgarian split squats, but also less effective because you get less quad stretch. And they're less stable. They do offer a pretty solid glute stimulus though, especially if you avoid lifting off your back foot, and they can have their place, but overall, I'm feeling C tier on these. Pistol squats are an impressive movement if you can do them, but the lack of stability and overload limitations knock them down quite a bit for me. If you're limited to at-home workouts or bodyweight training, I think they're great, but assuming you have gym access, there are just so many better options. I'm gonna put pistol squats in C tier as a quad builder. Sissy squats are similar to reverse Nordics in that they get a huge stretch on your quads, and don't let the name deceive you, these are very challenging. That said, they're a bit harder to load, so I find I'm mainly limited to adding reps when it comes to progressive overload, and I find that they have more of a learning curve than the other squat options. People can also find it awkward going up onto their toes and getting their knees all the way forward, but if you can get the technique down, I do think they're probably the best squat option for getting into a super deep stretch on the quads. So despite some limitations, I'm feeling A or B tier on these. I do find them a bit awkward though, so let's go with B tier. All right, and if I had to crown just one exercise as the best of the best for quad growth, I think I'd have to go with a hack squat.